Today his words diluted, sin germ polluted, and there's no importance placed on hermeneutics. Yet we defend our fleshly pretense. Churches search for an esoteric experience. In the book that he authored, the scriptures give us a more sure word. So let's look at what's offered. It's awkward, there's no gimmicks. By his word he spoke and created.
Been a while since I've done a video. Wanted to share something real quick. I see so many Christians saying they hate the book of Leviticus. It's a closed book. It doesn't mean anything to them. I don't got to go outside and sacrifice Petey the lamb or the heifer. None of those laws have any meaning to me. Well, you know what? Yeah, they do. It has a lot of meaning. But for so many people, it's such a closed book. So I have a couple of commentaries here I wanted to share with you. First off, this. Commentaries for Biblical Expositors by Dr. Jim Roscup. Basically, it's a commentary about commentaries. It's actually where I found these babies, which I'll show you in a minute. He goes through talking about, well, this is a bit more liberal commentary. This is a bit more conservative commentary. This one deals with a lot of non-essentials type of thing. So when reading through and trying to find some commentaries on Leviticus, I ran across one that was exhaustive in nature, and to find some good information, I'm really going to have to trudge through a lot of non-essentials. While the two particular commentaries I picked out seem to be the best on the book of Leviticus. They're very readable. They're scholarly, yet very readable for the layperson who's never even read the book of Leviticus 4. They can work through the commentary. It's very well written, particularly Dr. Wenham's. But again, I recommend this particular book, Commentaries for Biblical Expositors by Dr. Jim Roscup. It goes through every book of the Bible. Okay, so right now I'm looking for something for Proverbs. And we'll be working through this. So he deals with, well, this guy's maybe a bit more, when you start getting into the prophets, this guy may be a bit more premillennial. This guy may be a bit more amillennial. This guy may be a bit more preterist. This guy's a bit liberal and doesn't really see the importance of Scripture at all. So it's a really good work that will save you money, so to speak. You're looking for a good commentary, but you don't know what to buy. This particular book can help. It can save you money instead of wasting $80 on 2 or 3 commentaries before you finally find the one you want. This one will save you money. A friend of mine asked, well, what about a good exegetical commentary on the book of Romans? Well, besides maybe looking in here, I didn't need to. Romans by Dr. William Hendrickson. It's the New Testament commentary series. My favorite, every book in this series is very good, other than maybe Revelation, because I disagree with him on that particular subject. But so I haven't read Revelation of his, but every book in the series is excellent. It's exegetical in nature. It's not a collection of sermons like maybe a Jim Boyce's commentary series on Romans is a collection of his sermons. Very good, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. I like the exegetical series. Said it's, let's see how many pages. It's about 500 pages. It's very good, and highly recommended. Now for the behemoth, so to speak, the book that strikes fear in the heart of every Christian, the book of Leviticus. First it's the New International Commentary on the Old Testament, the book of Leviticus, Dr. Gordon J. Wenham. It is about 350 pages in length, scholarly, yet very well written for the layperson. Exegetical in nature, very, very good. It's the best thing I can say. Every person can, I'm about to finish the sacrifices. Well, there was a more updated work. I think this was done in about 1980. Dr. Wenham's work is done about 1980, the book of Leviticus, Dr. Jordan J. Wenham. This particular book, the New American Commentary, book of Leviticus, an exegetical and theological exposition of Holy Scripture. This is Mark F. Rooker, as you can see. Now, this is a particular thing where this helps tremendously because in these two series, the New International Commentary on the Old Testament and the New American Commentary, not every commentary is good. Some of them in the series are done by liberal scholars that Christians probably not going to want to waste their money on. And you end up spending $25 on something you drudge out a little bit of information on. That's where this comes in handy. These two in this series, as I said in the book of Leviticus, are excellent. And I highly recommend them for anyone who... I love the book of Leviticus. I love reading the sacrifices. What I love about these, much like another little brief thing I bought on my Kindle on the sacrifices, where every little thing pictures Christ, they don't go that far. Good example. Wenham and Rooker both talk about how the peace offering, which is the only offering that the worshiper who brought the sacrifice, in a sense, got to sit down and have a festive meal with his Creator. The only offering he was allowed to do that. Very special, very unique thing where he could, in a sense, participate in worship. Well, when you start reading about that, as they point out and make biblical arguments for, what's it a type of? Communion. One of the things these two commentaries do, one of these two commentaries do is practical application, which is another reason I love them. I've gotten a lot of practical application in as far as local church worship, how I approach worship. Very good as far as practically applying, how does this relate to me today? So these are very good. Once again, I'll show you one more time real quick. Commentaries for Biblical Expositors. Romans by William Hendrickson. That entire series is cheap, by the way. I think you can get it for just a little over $100. But I said, if you're looking for, I need some Old Testament commentaries, this is what you want right here. Because if you're amillennial and you don't want premillennial stuff, well, that'll tell you. If you're premillennial, more like me, more of historic premill, and you don't want to really trudge through something that's amill, although I don't mind reading it. I think good, you can draw from amill stuff as well. But you may want to save money. In other words, so you don't want that sort of thing. You got a limited amount of money, and you're looking for something more along your line. Anyway, hopefully I wasn't too wordy. I tend to talk too much, especially when you get into stuff like this. Hopefully it's a blessing. Check them out. And I will be doing debates coming up next. I love debates, and I've got a number of videos that I have bought on debate subjects that I will be sharing with you next time. Take care.